Quick announcement before we get started. March 27th, it's a Saturday, and we are doing a 12-hour marathon stream over at twitch.tv/room51 live. The link is down below for that Twitch. Make sure to follow us so you get notified.
Yes, and we are super into visibility and inclusivity of specifically LGBTQ plus people. So all donations we get during that stream will go towards two organizations that we are thinking of. We're not going to announce them just yet, but we want to do a call out. We would like to collaborate with LGBTQ plus people. You do not have to be a content creator, although you absolutely could be. But if you would like to participate in this marathon by sending us a video, but again, email us for more information before sending us anything. The email will be down below in the description, or maybe it'll be right here. Who knows? If
Let's
not,
see.
that just looks really weird. On to the show. What is up? My name is Melissa McCack, and I'm here with my brother, Justin Macack.
Hey, everybody.
This is Room 51, where we talk all things board gaming. And today we are doing a Speak Up Game of the Month for February. I actually had to check that. I was like, what month are we in?
Yeah.
But yes, February. And this is just a segment where we talk about some sort of game or board game that we feel does not get enough love. Maybe it doesn't get spoken about enough. Maybe it came in with a splash at one point, but nobody really talks highly of it nowadays. Essentially, it just doesn't get enough love according to us.
Right. Yeah, we did have some dispute about this last time. So I'm excited for my pick. So last time, Melissa chose Catan.
Yes, I did. And I stick by that, and I don't care what anybody says.
So this video, I figured, all right.
Because it doesn't necessarily have to be underrated.
That's true, Jordan. Yeah, it does not necessarily have to be underrated. We won't get into the whole argument about Speed Up Game of the Month, but I do think I have a decent pick. I'll give a warning about this one. It's not a game that I think is perfect for Speed Up just yet, but it's getting there. Like, I know for a fact it's going to be there, and it needs to come back, and that is Twilight Struggle by GMT Games. So first off, Twilight Struggle is a game. It's kind of like the Cold War in a box, I guess you can say. It's a really cool war game, even though there's an argument on if it's a war game or not. Where you're trying to, one player is the US, the other player is the USSR, and both players are trying to spread their influence throughout the world. With one player ultimately winning, nuclear war can happen, all that kind of cool stuff. There's 2 attempts and everything. It's a really cool game. It's just fantastic. I highly recommend it. And for a while, this game was often recommended as a great intro to wargaming. This game was #1 on BGG for a very long time, actually. It held #1 for quite some time.
Yeah, I wonder if Gloomhaven will do that as well.
It seems like it's going to at the moment.
I know. I'm actually shocked that it's still #1.
Yeah. The game that actually overtook this, I believe, was Pandemic Blood to Sea Season 1. So it showed what caliber of game needed to come in to take over Twilight Struggle. This really is a fantastic game. It's older, though. It came out in originally, I think, 2005 or something. There's been a bunch of printing, so it's super available. I think just the way people have been viewing this game, though, is as if there's almost replacements for it. Some people have said Watergate's the way to go. It's a 30-minute game. And yeah, there's similar mechanics and stuff, but it's such a different game. It's not Twilight Struggle. Twilight Struggle is, to me, it's in my top 3 last year. It's the game. It's just such a solid game, and you just don't see it being recommended as much on wargaming lists, and it's falling down in the BGG order. It's clearly a game to me that is seeming like, okay, this is a game turning into old news. It's turning into old news, and I don't want to see that happen with Twilight Struggle. It really is. It's a fantastic game, and it does need to get spoken about more.
This is an interesting pick because I would say that at this moment in time, does it belong here? Probably not. Give it a few months, several months, maybe even a year, then maybe. But I do agree that I think that people are saying, ridiculous statements
Yeah.
about like, oh, I'll play Watergate because it's much quicker and it's essentially, it's got similar whatever.
Yeah.
No,
No.
Watergate is so different. Like,
Exactly.
I get where you're coming from, kind of, but no, like
Exactly.
like you said, Twilight Struggle is the Cold War in a box.
Yeah.
Watergate is a game in a box. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just no.
Yeah.
I don't even think like Twilight Struggle. The theme comes out tremendously. I think.
Exactly.
I don't think the theme in Watergate comes out tremendously.
Exactly.
It doesn't have the
Exactly.
same epic feeling, the
Yeah.
same caliber. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, yes, maybe if you want to scratch that itch, like that little itch on your arm somewhere,
Yeah.
but you only got about 25 minutes, fine, Watergate.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, okay. But
All right.
I'm not going to argue too much with you on it because I do feel like it's losing its steam where maybe it kind of shouldn't.
Yeah. All right. I thought you might agree or argue with me on this to the death, and you went with the agree route. All right.
This time I agree.
Yeah.
I
This
kind of
time.
I kind of wish you would have waited like maybe 5 months.
I, I feel you on that. I believe within a year, this game, like I'm nervous that it's actually going to, within a few years, you're not going to see it on the Dice Towers People's Choice Top 100.
Mm.
I think within a year or two, it's not going to be on that anymore.
Oh, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. Actually, I haven't watched all of that just yet.
Okay.
I'm in like the 70s or something. But
Okay.
anyway, my pick.
I actually haven't either. All right.
My pick of the month is Millennium Blades. It takes over the whole screen. Now, Millennium Blades, when it first came out, I think it made a splash. Okay. And I think that people were like, oh, cool. It does some really cool things and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I feel like I don't really hear it being spoken about all that much in like such a great light. Not that whoever talks about it poorly. They say like, yeah, I like it, it's cool, whatever. But like this game is amazing, right? This is an awesome game. It simulates CCGs. Okay. The theme is awesome. The artwork fantastic. It even has that rush and the tension and the booster packs that you're opening and everything. That feeling of like, oh, what am I gonna get? Like, and then adding it to your deck and making it all play out. I actually recently spoke about Millennium Blades on Board Game Breakfast, and I equated it to Gwent in The Witcher, the video game. And I think that if you like Gwent, I feel like the mechanisms of how that card play works is sort of similar to how it works in Millennium Blades. Now, Millennium Blades, it's not so much about the battle, I would say. It is about the battle, but it's not, right? It's much more about like set collection, deck building, combo building, really, and seeing what's in meta, what's not, right? I love that. I love that the theme just super comes through in this game. And I just think that I don't know why this doesn't come up a lot as people's like in like their top tens or something, I don't know. It probably wouldn't even make my top 10 to be honest. But I love this game. I think that I feel like it doesn't get enough love even in this home.
Yeah.
We don't get it played enough, and it's so good. I think.
Yeah, I'm with you actually. It's one that for some reason I struggle to reach for, but I think it's a very good game. And I would describe it as like it's meant to simulate being into a CCG, not as if like it's not trying to be a CCG where you build a deck and then play against the other person.
No.
It's not trying to be like that. And it nails it. It really does nail its
I
theme.
feel like I'm in a CCG anime.
Yeah,
series,
exactly.
you know?
Exactly
Like,
that.
like I'm
Yeah.
already a master CCG player. I think that's what it is. Like you're already a pro.
Yeah.
You're going into tournaments and everything. You're trying to wow the crowds with your epic, awesome cards. Like I feel like I'm in a freaking TV show.
Exactly.
Um, and it still has that awesome rush of like, okay, what's that card I'm gonna pull out of the booster pack? You know?
Yeah, and like you said, it doesn't. You almost never hear about this game. Very
Yeah.
rarely do I see people mention it. It's super
Yeah,
rare.
as something that they love, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'll see it get mentioned every now and then, but like, I don't know. I just don't think it gets enough love.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's our picks for the month. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Room 51. We will catch you next time.